this is the course coverage that we will be covering under this. Under WebI also, we will cover it in two PPTs. Like one is for basic, and another after completing the basic stuff, we will go and see some advanced stuff as well. So under basic, we will complete these 5 modules, like the introduction to the web intelligence and how we create a WebI report, formatting the document, working with charts, and how we analyze the data. After completing all these 5 modules, next step will be we will go to the advanced topics of business objects reporting. So the first topic is introduction to interactive analysis reporting. In this module, we will learn about these need of reporting tools. Why do we need reporting tools? The Launchpad portal, how it looks, the Launchpad features, working with Launchpad, how we refresh a report. Refreshing means whenever we refresh a report, the data freshly comes into the report. So like running or extracting the report. So how we refresh it, how we share the reports, how we open the documents, and what are the options which are there in view mode. So we will see all this. Why do we need reporting? Means reports provide information about the various activities of the organization. So if organization want to know about their business or how it is going, or if they want to take any major decisions, everything will go by checking the reports only. So we in our WebI, there are so many kinds of reports like finance reports, sales reports. Some reports are monthly reports, weekly reports, quarterly reports. So month-end reports will be there. So they will check all month-end and they will tally if everything is okay or not. What are the alerts and what are all the things that we have to take care of, and which region is performing well. Everything under a big big company, they cannot know just by normal. They have to view the reports, then only they will understand. Even for individual use also, we will also not sure about our expenses. If we see just monthly expenses, if we have something like if we document somewhere and if we create something, then we will understand like where our expenses are going, most of the expenses, in which part we are spending and all. If we document it somewhere, we will know. So even for a single person, if we are not able to understand without documentation, then for the companies it is impossible. So that's the reason they maintain databases, they store everything in the databases, and they create reports. They use the reports for their daily operations and business purpose. So that is the purpose of the reports. The reports can be used to analyze current or historical data, like the current data, last year data, previous data. They will compare and how they are progressing, in which area, which region they are doing it better, and which region there is a decrease in turnover or profit. So it is used to analyze current and historical data. Our SAP Business Objects Interactive Analysis tool enables users to create, modify, or refresh the reports. Interactive analysis reports, web-driven reporting and analysis. It can be used to generate report in following formats. These are the types of formats that are available in our reports, like tables. Everything we create automatically by default, it comes in the table format. So the types are tables, are cross tabs, are parent-child relationships like hierarchies to drill down and drill up, and charts to have more visualization, like we will add bar charts, pie charts, heat tree charts and all like that. And there are also web pages. We can create some hyperlinks, and we can connect to some web pages to get the more information. We can create a hyperlink and we can connect to the web pages. So these kind of possibilities are there in the web intelligence. The reports can be created using the Launchpad portal, BI Launchpad portal. It is like a repository where all our reports and dashboards will be getting saved there. So that is the portal which we use, is a Launchpad portal. If you see here, SAP Business Objects, this is the beginning for the first window that we see when we are going to use the Launchpad. It will look like this: SAP Business Objects, log on to BI Launchpad. So we have to provide our system and username password to log into the BI Launchpad. Launchpad is a SAP Business Objects Business Intelligence BI portal that collects a company's BI information and presents it in a secure, focused, and customizable view to users. So it is like there is a security aligned to it, and it is more focused, and whatever is the access based on the user's access, they will be able to see the specific folders in their Launchpad view, so that every user will not be able to see all the reports. So it depends on their access level, they can see the public reports. So it allows user to interact with the business object centralized repository to manage corporate documents or personal documents. We can create our own personal reports, or we can publish that to public folders also. It allows us to integrate with our centralized repository of business objects, which is CMS, Central Management System. It will integrate with that to manage these documents. These are the features of Launchpad. Fast information retrieval, easy category classification. So we will create some folders. Under that folders, we will put reports. So it is like we will create some categories to understand it better. There is a powerful search option. If we know the report name, we can search with that by entering the report name, and it will show us the possible reports. And it is storage for all document types. Like we can store Excel, or we can store web intelligence reports, or PDFs, or web intelligence or dashboards. So it can store all document types. And there is also option for document pinning. Means if you want to see one documents every time, we can pin that document as like favorite kind of thing. So if you pin that, whenever we open the Launchpad, it will come up in the first screen itself. So we do not need to search for that. So if we are using some reports regularly, we can pin those documents. That is about fast information retrieval. The second feature is like a timely and secure information access. The information is very much secured here. Tabular Launchpad views, customized home tab for easy navigation. The tabs can be customized based on our requirement and preference. There is a document level security. So we can apply security at the report level, so that only the users who need to have the access, they will only be getting the access to those reports. And it is also profile based administration is also possible. So developer or tester or administrator, so we will create profiles based on their job role, and it is possible to administer using profile based. The third feature is enterprise wide collaboration. It is like browser based alert notification, and we can schedule the reports. Like instead of manually running reports, if we know like we need a report daily, or if we know some report we need it weekly, every Sunday, or every Monday if we need the report, instead of going there every Monday and manually refreshing, we can create a schedule, and we can set up that what we say cycle, like when we frequency of the report refresh, so that if we keep all the options, and if we can schedule, it will run every week by itself automatically, and we will the report will be saved in the repository, or it will be sent to the user mail IDs. So based on our requirement, we can set up all the features there and launch all available applications. Working with the Launchpad has two tabs, home and documents. Documents is like if you click on documents, there will be category wise reports will be there, like folder wise reports. It is under my documents, means our personal reports. Folders, if you click on folders, there will be reports which are there saved in the repository level, like public folders. And we can, if we want to search, if we click on this and if we type some name, the report name, then it will show us the possible list of reports with that name, matching name. This is the two tabs, home and document tabs. Document tabs view is this one, and home tab has this like what are all the applications that are there in the BO suite, we can see here. And if there are any messages in our inbox, it will be appeared here. If there are any alerts set up, it will be appeared here. If we our recently run documents will be appeared in this window, and our recently viewed documents up to top 10 will be appeared here. So that is about home tab. This is a document tab. Refreshing document. How we refresh document is user has to refresh an existing report to display the latest data. If we don't refresh the report, if we just open a report, it will show up, it will show us the old data. So if we want to get the latest data of the report, we have to click on refresh. So interactive analysis reports executes the query and fetch the results. When we click on refresh, it will execute the backend SQL query and it will fetch the results from the database, and it returns the updated values to the reports in the document. Interactive analysis document can be refreshed in two ways. We have two options. There is a under document properties, we have an option to check like refresh on open. If we check that, the report will, whenever we open the report, whenever we open the report gets refreshed automatically, so that we do not need to manually click on that. But it affects the overall system performance, because sometimes if we put this option for every report, sometimes we might not need to see the latest data. We just want to see some structure, or if we by mistake, if we clicked on something, so then also it will get refreshed and it will run a query and it will ask the database to fetch the report, so which will affect the performance. So it is not always recommended to keep the refresh on open checkbox. Until and unless it is necessary, we should not check this box. Manually is also there, like when your user needs to click on refresh data button to re-execute the query and update the reported data. It does not cause any performance problem. However, it does not provide up-to-date report by default. By default, it will not come. We should open the report and we should click on that refresh, then only it will come. So there are these two ways. Based on our requirement, we can use any of this way. There are also options to share the reports. Sharing of documents can be achieved using send option. We can click on the report and we can see here send is there. If you click on here, it will be there BI inbox. If so, we can click on the BI info inbox and we can give our colleagues user ID. So it will be sent to that receiver's inbox. But that user should also be, the receiver should also have the access to this launchpad. Then only he will be able to access the reports in the BI inbox. If you see here, there is a pane here like 0-100 messages in my inbox. So if some of our colleague is sending the document by that option, we can see it in here like what are the 100 messages. Like in our phone also, if we don't read, they will appear, right? So here also, if we don't see the report which is there in the inbox, it will be appeared here. That is the BI inbox option. To open a report, there are two ways to open a report. We can just double click on the report. It will open the report in a latest or open the report in the latest instance, or we can directly right click on the report and view. There are the two options to open a report: double click on the report or right click and view. These are the features available inside the web intelligence tool. It is like a toolbar. These are all the options available. If you see here file and arrow, it is to open other documents. If you want to open some reports, we can click on it and select the required folder name and report name. If you want to save the document, we can click on this. If you want to save as with other name, we have to click this black triangle here. Then there will be options of save as. Then we can save as the report with some other name. We can print the document, or we can search in document. Inside the document also we can search if we want to see something. We can export. This option is for export. We can, if you click on here, it will appear like which page we want to export. Do we want to export total report or only first page or second page? I mean first tab or second tab. Do we want to export in the format of Excel or PDF? So there are some options available to export it also. So why we do this is like if the user is not well versed with web intelligence, or if the users don't have the access, or if the users are not comfortable with Webby and they for their reporting they'll depend on the Excel, then what we can do is we can export the report in Excel format, and we can share that to stakeholders so that they can continue their analysis from their perspective. We can send to option. It is to sending to BI inbox. Here is also option available in the toolbar, and here it is for refreshing the report. So these are the options. If you see, view HTML, PDF, design with the data or with structure. Design mode, we have two options, like we can design with the data being there in the report, or we can only keep the structure and we can design the reports. Export option, export document as, export current report as, export data to CSV. These are all the options available. Send option, send to mail or send to user or send to FTP. History options will show all the instance of the scheduled report. So these are the modules. I will now go open that Webby tool, and I'll show you all these things which we have covered. If you want to if you want to access Web Intelligence, under Start button, if you see here, SAP Business Intelligence, SAP Business Objects BI Platform 4. There we can click on this blue and red symbol, SAP Business Objects BI Platform Java Launchpad, Java BI Launchpad. If we click on this screen will appear. We have to give here the system name, username and password, and click on log on. Click on log on. So it is the first screen of the Webby tool. There are two tabs like Home and Documents. We are under Home now. Under Home, we have this My Recently Viewed Documents, 100 messages in my inbox, My Recently Run Documents, Alerts. These are the applications available as part of a BO suite. What is this? Analysis Edition for OLAP Steward, Crystal Reports for Enterprise, BI Workspace, Web Intelligence, Lumira Discovery, all this. We can click on here to go to Webby reports, or we can also click on documents to go there. So if we click on document, this is the window that gets appeared. This is the My Documents. So whatever you create for yourself, your personal reports are stored in this My Documents. Here, My Favorites. You can create folders here, and you can create reports under these folders. We can save, we can export, we can do anything, like we can send it to some people. We can export to Excel, all this. So if for creating that, you see here, you can new folder, you can create a folder. I just clicked on like this, and once we create a folder, we can create a local document, or also we can create report using here. Also there is an option like Applications, Web Intelligence. So this is the report creation screen. I will just open it is to create a if you see here, it is to create a new document. It is to open already existing report. So let's try to create a new report. If you see here, these are the data sources that Business Objects Web Intelligence supports. No data source, it creates an empty document. It is like it is useful when we are just creating a template which we use for other reports. Then we use this. Our universe can be a data source, as till yesterday we have seen like how we create universes using all the database tables. So that is the universe as a data source. We can also use Excel if the data is there in the Excel, and if we want to create a report on top of that, that is also possible. We can select Excel as a Excel spreadsheet as a data source, but it should not be there in our desktop. Instead, it should be saved in our BO repository. Then only we can access, or a text file, or Bex query. Bex query is like already dimensions and objects will be created from the SAP BW Bex query side. So in the universe design tool or information design tool, we just create a BICS connection to access this BEX queries. Once we create that connection, it is accessible to create a report on top of that. So we can select BEX as a data source or SAP HANA view as a data source. It is also similar to universe, but it is created in HANA database or SAP HANA online. Online means we will get the live data or freehand SQL. Mostly in our projects, we will use universe or BEX. That is what I observed. Mostly we use universe or BEX. So if we just take a universe as a data source, if we click on OK, it will show all the list of universes that are there in our access client system, our repository, what are all there in the repository. We can see available universes. These are the universes. We have to select one universe from these list of universe. So as I told you already, we will use eFashion for our training purpose. So we will select this efashion.unx under this 6400 folder. I mean under the server repository. We will select and we'll click on OK. These are the objects available which are created from the universe side. If you know here, time period, store, product, promotion here. Actually, we will not go in detail now. I want to tell you inside a toolbar because, yeah, this is the web intelligence toolbar. I just clicked on here and I run the report. So year got appeared inside the report. These are the available values inside a year. So if you want to add more columns also, it will be displayed in a table format that we will cover later. Before that, we will see what are all the options available here. If you see here, as I told you, this is to create a document. This is to open a document. If we want to save this report, we can just click on this. If we want to save as with other name, we can do so that it will not disturb the original reports. In our projects, it is mostly recommended to save as, because if we do any changes to the public reports, if we save that, then it is a problem. So we should not do in production. We should not edit and save in our production reports. We should always do in development and we should migrate. This is to printing, this is for searching, this is export option. If you see, it is asking if there are, this is the first tab of the report. We can add multiple tabs inside it. Then it will show like which tab you want to export. Is it total or select all or a single tab? And file type is you want to export to PDF or Excel or CSV or archive. So we can export, give the file types and we can export so that it will be downloaded in the required format. And we can send that as an attachment by using mail IDs and all. These are the report elements. Report elements means a table, cell, section, comment, charts. These all come under reporting elements. These are all the charts available in our web intelligence. Formatting options like font, border, cell, style, numbers, alignment. These are the formatting options. This is the data access option. So if we want to go to the query panel again, and if we want to add state also here or sales revenue here, what we have to do is we have to go to the query panel. This is the report panel. We have to go to the query panel. So if we click on that edit, if you see here, this is the query panel. Query panel also have so many options like this is the query filters. If you want to limit the data coming from the database, we can use the query filter here. If we can put year is equal to 2016, then only 2016 data will be fetched from the database. So that is possible here. So measures, if I put just sales revenue, just click on, double click, or you can click and click on this so that it will appear here. Once you add the required objects, you can run the query. By default, it is not coming. If you are doing it for the first time, everything will come in the table. But I went again to modify, right? So it will not come. We have to manually add it. So you click on this, put the mouse like that only, drag it here. And whenever you see this symbol, you should not drag anywhere like this. If we drag, I mean, if we add it, if we drop it here like this, it will add as a separate column. So if we want to have as a column next to this in a same table, we have to put our cursor here, and upon seeing this blue rectangle symbol, then we have to drop the mouse. Then that year sales revenue will be appeared here. So this is the report. Sales revenue per year 2014 we have this much, 2015 is this much. So this is the small report like how we will create. Today we will cover, we will do the lab activity 1 now, just the basic stuff. First we will log into the Launchpad, that you already know, like we will then we will be logging into the Launchpad. That is the first step. After that, open any report from public folder. Okay, let's see if there are any reports existing in the public folder. Here it is a documents, right? This is the My Documents tab. So this is the public folders report. So it is visible. I mean, it is accessible by everyone in the report. I mean, who has access to repository. My Documents is specific to our personal reports. Folders, public folders is for everyone. So let's see if there are any reports in the public folder. There is some report, VB report practice. We will double click on it and we will try to, if you see here, it is refreshed 4 days ago. So if you want to see the latest data, you have to click on the refresh. This is the symbol for refresh. If you just keep your mouse over, it will show like refresh. Click on refresh. Now if you see here, less than 1 minute ago, the latest data. This is the they are used. I mean, these people have kept 4 tabs and they have created a proper report. So this is the report. We have refreshed it. So if we click on directly save, it will save to the public folder report. But it is not a good practice to do and save on the public folder report. If we want it for our analysis purpose, what we need to do is go to the public folder report which you want to analyze from your side, and under beside the save option there is a small black color triangle. So you have to click on this. Here save as is there. So save as. We are not saving it. We should not save it in the public folders. For our purpose, we can save in favorite folders. Select that one and we will put that as a activity 1. So if we save it here and we will close it and we will go to My Documents, which is my personal folders, and we'll see whether that report is there or not. So you go to Renuka, VB report, practice, activity 1. This is the activity that we have done. We took the public folder report and we have refreshed the report and we saved it as our personal folder reports for our analysis purpose. So it is the first activity that we have finished. If we want to log off, we can just click on this log off. It will log off from the Launchpad. So we have done our lab activity 1.